To keep the factory doors open, the management decided to cut down the workforce by a staggering 30%. The word staggering means very surprising or shocking. And the synonyms could be mind-boggling, astounding, astonishing. Antonyms could be tedious, boring, dull. So good morning everyone. The word for the day is, as you know, staggering, and I, Vaishnavi Pandey, here we are going to discuss the questions that we have on IBPS PO. Okay, so we will be having three sections that we will be doing today. We will be doing error spotting, we will be doing sentence fill in the blanks with words and with pair of words. Also we will also be solving a reading comprehension passage. So all that is there decided and waiting for you. Good morning. Yes, and I welcome all of you to today's class. Since it is a free session, I'm sure I hope all of you take as much from it as possible. All right. Okay, so good morning Chandana, good morning Shankara Rao, Manoj, hi Venkata, good morning Sushma, Rani, good morning everyone. So let's get started with the class. We are already running late, so let's get started. Alright, so here's our first question for the day. I do not know how many of you heard the word for the day. The word for the day is staggering. I do not know how many of you knew the word. Please let me know in the comment section that if you knew the word already, or if it is possible for you to make a sentence on staggering, it would be great, simply awesome. Okay, so hi ma'am, please do questions quickly. Yes, I am getting to the questions, but it is also important to know the word. Okay. So yes, Rishi, let's get to the question. So the first question that we have, I'll just read it out for you, what you are supposed to do in these questions. Each question below has two blanks, each blank indicating that something has been omitted. Choose the set of words from each blank that best fits the meaning of the sentence as a whole. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to pick two words or pair of words from the blanks for the blanks. Okay, so let's read the sentence. Capital goods. Now, before we get to anything, what are capital goods? I do not know how many of you know it, but capital goods are goods or commodities that are not directly consumed by consumers. It is something that is used to make other goods. Okay, so capital goods are used to make other goods. Okay, so capital goods dash for a significant dash of India's import. What? Capital good, works and parts, ass and bit, no. Weaklings, postulate and chunk. What is the meaning of chunk? Chunk is a we usually use the word chunk as a solid piece of something. Okay, so huge chunk, that means huge portion we are talking about here. What is the meaning of the word postulate? It means suggest or assume the existence. Okay, so that is one of the word. Will it be account? What is the meaning of account? Report. Okay, so what do you think should be the right answer here? I have already cut out two options from here. So will it be capital goods, postulate for a significant? No, account for. We always use the word account, and the preposition that we use after account is for. Okay, so account for a significant portion. You understand the meaning of the word portion? Portion of India's import. Portion means, again, chunk, portion, both are synonyms of each other. So yes, the army suffered a staggering defeat. Yes, good sentence, Ayush. Nice. Okay, yes, so the fourth one is the answer assumes and mass is not even, it's again a weak link, so we will omit that one as well. Okay, so first one was easy peasy. Okay, moving on to the next question. Kharif production of pulses is dash to touch 55.6 lakh tons compared with a target of 70.5 lakh tons according to the first advance dash by the Ministry of Agriculture. Okay, what are Kharif crops? I am sure all of you know about Kharif crops. They are also known as the autumn crops. Okay, so we have all these crops like rice, millet, sugarcane. All these crops are the summer crops. They are harvested in the summer. Okay, so what should be the right answer for this one? Kharif production of pulses is dash to touch is since it has not happened yet, to touch. Okay, so we are talking about a future prediction. Okay, so which one would be the so we have something for future. We have one expected and two predicted. Okay, so these two options we are going with. We cannot be hoping or calculated to touch. It should be either expected to touch or predicted to touch. Okay, contemplate means just to think over something for a long time. So the word contemplate would not be something that we would use here or would be appropriate over here. Compared with a target of 70.5 lakh tons according to the first advance dash. First advance estimates. We have the word first. Okay, advance estimates are always done after. Let me just tell you what is first advance estimates. So the right answer, yes, of course it is 2, but why is it 2? Let me tell you that. Okay, first advance estimate, what is the meaning of that? Whenever we calculate GDP quarterly, okay, so the first advance estimate is published approximately 1 month after. It is published 1 month after the end of a quarter. Okay, so that is it is something that is a prediction made. Okay, sometimes it is true, it is not always true. Okay, so that would be the right answer. So Kharif production of pulses is expected to touch 55.5 lakh tons compared with a target of 70.5 lakh tons according to the first advance estimates by the Ministry of Agriculture. Yes, so that is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. The Department of Heavy Industries plans to dash a vibrant. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of vibrant? Vibrant ecosystem for the capital goods sector to dash manpower issue. Okay, so the Department of Heavy Industry, what are they planning? They plan to dash, okay, to dash a vibrant ecosystem. So basically we are trying to set up something, right? So it is a setup that we are talking about. So let's look at the options now. What is the meaning of beget? Okay, so let's discuss the word vibrant first. Vibrant is full of energy. Full of energy and life. Okay, that's the meaning of the word vibrant. Okay, so they are trying to, and beget means give birth to. Okay, now let's look at the options. So the Department of Heavy Industries plans to, either they are not planning to beget something, okay, constitute, we are not talking about an agenda or a memorandum, nothing like that. So it can be either create, start. Organize is also not initiating something, so it can either be create or it has to be start. Okay, a vibrant ecosystem for the capital goods sector to dash manpower issue. To, it cannot be decide manpower issue, it has to be address manpower issue. So the answer would be option 3, to decide, no, I'm sorry, to create a vibrant ecosystem for the capital goods sector to address manpower issues. That would be the right answer. Vibrant means spread. No, Shanmukha. Vibrant means, like I said, it is full of energy. Create, yes, a vibrant ecosystem. What is the meaning of a vibrant? Shubham, I do not see a reply. I do not see you guys. I'm asking you questions, so you are supposed to reply to those questions and answer me, okay? Yes, correct. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay. Alright. So please make sure that while I'm asking questions, you keep answering those questions as well. It is very important that you also know the meaning of the word so that you can guess what will fill in the blank. Shubham? I was referring to the other Shubham. Thanks for the class, very helpful. We have just discussed 3 questions, Santosh. Let's see how helpful it is after we are done with the classes. But anyways, thank you. Alright, moving on to the next question. Manusmriti was never the law of the land, dash, it was a vision document as Indians even back then were far too dash to accept anything en masse. Okay, now this is pronounced as omas. Okay, omas, and the meaning of omas is in a group. All right, in a group or all together. So it was never the law of land. So this is a clarification. Manusmriti was never the law of the land, dash, it was a vision. Okay, so it was not this, what should come over here. It was not this. Rather, somewhat, reasonably, moreover, however. Okay, now it was not this, it was rather that. Okay, one option, somewhat that, no. Reasonably, definitely not. However, it was, again, however, we are not trying to contradict it. We have already contradicted it and said something else. So the only option, you do not even have to look at the second option over here. You can just look at the first option and decide it would definitely be rather. Rather, it was a vision document as Indians even back then were far too diverse to accept anything in a group. That's what it means. So first one is the right answer. Yes. Alright, so Timaya. Okay, rather diverse. Surbhi, you're just saying yes, you need to answer the question as well. So first answer and then we'll see if you are getting it right or not. Contradiction. Staggering means fall. Amil. You are too early for the word. We have discussed the word long back. Okay. So yes, most of you got it right. I guess most of you got it right. Let me just... However, in uniform. Arun, that's not the answer. I hope you got it why it is not the answer. Radha ma'am, मैंने already answer कर दिया है. Okay. Sorry Surbhi then, if you have already answered. Okay. Let's move on to the next question then. Next question. Once we agree to join the company, we dash, it should be a small d, don't have a dash and have to submit the processes deemed appropriate by people in more senior position. Okay, now first we'll look at the words that we do not know the meaning of. If there's any word here that you do not know the meaning of, please let me know. Okay, so I'm sure some of you might have a problem in deemed. I do not see any other word. Rest are very easy. Okay, so what is the meaning of deemed appropriate? Deemed is a verb, which means we often use it as an action. Okay, so the meaning of the word deemed is regard or consider in a specified way. Basically, consider. Okay, so something that is considered appropriate by people in more senior position. Okay, so once we agree to join the company, so once you agree to join the company, we dash don't have a. Okay, so we are talking about something that is very certain. We actually don't have a, or truly don't have a, or doubtfully. Doubtfully will definitely not, because it's a weak link. We are looking for something that is certain over here. Precisely, really. Okay, now let's look at the next word. Because most of these words are kind of synonyms. Okay, so we will look at it from the second option. So don't have a what? What do you not have once you agree to join a company? Do you not have a tongue? Of course not. You do have a tongue. You do not have a voice. You do not have sound, or do you not have speech? Okay, so we really do not have voice. Have a voice and have to submit to the processes deemed appropriate by people in senior position. So not having a voice means not having a say in something. Okay, so if I say I do not have a voice after I sign these documents, after I sign these confidentiality agreement documents, that means I do not have a say after that. Okay, so that's the meaning. Now so once we agree to join the company, we really don't have a voice and have to submit to the processes deemed appropriate by people in more senior position. Yes, so fifth one is the right answer, not the first one. Most of you are saying first, which is wrong. Fifth one is the right answer. Shashank was 100% sure it is one, and I'm 100% telling you it is wrong. Okay, hi Pratyush, you're late. Okay, good morning again. Harsha, you are also late. Harshad, I think. Yes, sorry, bit late, very late. All right, so I think everything is clear till here. We will be moving on to the next section, that is error spotting. Let's see how many questions of error spotting can you guys solve. Let's go. Okay, now here's your first question. I'll just read the instruction just to be very clear with what we are supposed to do over here. Read each sentence to find out whether there is any grammatical error or idiomatic error in it. The error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence. The number of that part is the answer. If there is no error, the answer is 5. Okay. Ignore punctuation, if any. Okay. So you are supposed to not consider punctuation marks. A timesheet diary is to be. Is there any error in first part of the sentence? A timesheet diary is to be maintained. Of course, no error. So first is clear. By every actor, since. Okay, by every actor. Timesheet has to be maintained by every actor. So it is absolutely fine. 2 also does not have any error. Since producers constantly complain that they are. Okay, so what is the producer's complaint? So actors have to maintain, the sentence says the actors have to maintain what? Timesheet. They have to maintain a timesheet. Why? Because the producers are complaining. Producers complain. And what is their complaint? Their complaint is that they are forced shooting. Now they are forced shooting for late hours because actors come very late. Now third is also clear. Now forced shooting. Now since it is a complaint, we will be taking it in simple present tense, right? because it happens very often and it is something that is a regular habit of the actors. So simple present tense we will use. And what is simple present form? Shooting, ing is continuous form. So they are forced to shoot. The preposition to would be added over here. The error is in part 4. The fourth one is the answer. Okay. So forced to complain for late hours because actors come very late. Yes, fourth one is the right answer. Is the right answer. Forced to shoot. Yes, to shoot. Sushma, you're saying fifth. That means no error. Forced shooting, doesn't it sound wrong? Because we are talking about the word complain. Their complaint is. Now, what is their complaint? They are forced to shoot for late hours because the actor, again, there is another clue, come late. So we are definitely talking in simple present tense. So that's why it should be option 4 as the answer. Fourth, yes. Talents, no, very good then others. India's Priyanka, your name is Thank you Priyanka. Forces to shoot. No, forced to shoot. Forced to shoot. That is fine, absolutely fine. Okay. Moving on to the next question now. Farmhouse owners in the city who were till now paid property tax for only the built up area of the plot will soon have to pay tax to the government for vacant land also. Now, you have to spot the error. Can anyone please tell me where is the error? I'll repeat the question once again. The statement is farmhouse owners in the city who were till now paid property tax for only the built up area of the plot will soon have to pay tax to the government for vacant land also. So, is there an error? And if there is an error, where is the error and what kind of error is there? Come on, guys. Where is the error? Guys, do not just give me the answer. Also tell me what kind of error is there. You are just giving me the numbers. I do not understand. What is the error in, what is the error in the second statement? Second part of the second chunk of the statement. Yes, 2, 2, 3, 3, but what is the error? Paying, build up. What is wrong with build up and what is wrong with paying? Guys, it is tense related. This is just a hint. Now you tell me where is the error. The error is tense related error. So you are supposed to find out something is not in the right tense over here in the statement. So let's just go back to the statement and now tell me where is the error. Pay should be paying. No, pay is absolutely fine. Farm owners in the city who were till now paid okay, so we are talking about, let me give you a small explanation over here. Yes, Uday, okay, Uday is right. I think he's the only one who's right. Yes. Option 2, here is the error. Now, if you read the statement, farmhouse owners in the city who were till now or who had till now paid property tax for only the built up areas of the plot will soon, okay, so this was about past, till here it was about the past. This is what used to happen in the past, will soon have to pay tax to the government for vacant land. So the error is in option 2. Were should be had. Instead of were, we'll use had. Who had, because we are talking in past perfect, okay? Farmhouse owners in the city who had till now, not were till now, who were till now paying tax, it should be then. Yes, if you are supposed to use, if you are only using were and you're not removing were, there is an error definitely in 2. So you can either make were into had, or you can change paid into paying. Okay, 2 is the correct answer. Yes. So because it is in the past tense, had till now, yes, it is in the past tense. What's wrong with were? That's what I'm telling you, Harsha. If we are using it as were, then we'll have to change paid into paying tax. Okay, who were paying tax, as in past continuous tense. Were we are using to talk about past continuous tense, so there has to be something in the ing form. The verb has to be in the ing form if we are using were. All right, so either you can make either of the changes. Harsha, did you understand? We can just omit were. Who till now paid. No, supporting verb is required here, Priya. You cannot just omit it. Santosh, it is you are wrong, not you're wrong. Okay. Alright. Moving on to the next question. Harsha, I hope I have clarified my self enough. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Moving on to the next question. The actor that was busy meeting and greeting people made sure that this day became an extra special one for his parents. Now you tell me where is the error. I'll give you 30 seconds of time. Please look at the question and tell me where is the error, what kind of error it is, and what should it be replaced with. Okay, go. All right. So yes, most of you have got it right. Instead of that was the actor who was, it should be who will be the right answer, because we are talking about a person and the pronoun that we use for a person is who instead of was. Yes. Who should come. Right. Okay, this one was pretty simple. So the error is in the first statement. One has the error, right? Okay, moving on to the next question now. The graceful folk dance had performed so beautifully, be a dance group that nobody seemed to notice that the show was 2.5 hours long. Now, there is something wrong with this statement as well. Now you tell me where is the error. Let's go. The graceful folk dance had performed so beautifully, be a dance group that nobody seemed to notice that the show was 2.5 hours long. Okay, this is a typing error, so ignore that. That is not the error. By a dance group. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Juhi. B is should be by, and that's not the error. Okay. That's not the error. There is something else. There is an error over here. Now again, it is tense related error, guys. Come on. The graceful folk dance. Now, when we are talking about performed, okay, so we cannot use had performed. The dance cannot perform, right? A dance group was performed. It should be, instead of had performed, a graceful folk dance was performed. So had has to be replaced with was. All right. The error is in option 1. Had has to be replaced with was. This was pretty simple, okay? If we ignore this typing mistake over here, this was pretty simple. In the first statement itself, you're getting the error. So 1 has the error. Or yes, the graceful folk dance had been performed so beautifully. Not had been performed, because when we are using it in past perfect, yes, we can also replace it by had been. That is fine. Should come. No, Priya. Priya, you definitely need to take more of these classes. You are very highly confused. I don't know how many error spotting questions have you solved. For those who are not very confident in solving error spotting questions, please make sure that you watch enough videos. That we also have like a huge pile of videos talking about how many types of error spotting questions are there and how to deal with them. You're so brilliant. Thank you, Timaya. Alright. I think your English is just fine, Timaya. I don't know why you are doing this. But okay. One who was. Alright, so yes, that is the. Let's go move on to the next question now. Okay. Timaya, just replace your is with you are, okay? That would be brilliant. Anyways, moving on to the next question. Now, next question here, guys. Please quickly solve this one. Pretty simple one. Not very simple, but yes, let's see. Okay, GV Raj, where that all videos, ma'am? You will have to subscribe to TalentSprint and also become our regularly the premier customers. So then you will have access to all the videos. Okay, where is how to improve English? Like I said, Juhi, you need to. Okay, we'll talk about it after this question. It is only now, 60 years after independence, that, okay, there's, ignore the punctuation mark, that India is learning how to negotiating the competing demands of power and justice. Now, I'm sure this one is very simple. I'm sure all of you figured it out by now. Yes, negotiating dancer. Jaya, dancer? Which question are you in? Yes, it should be to negotiate. Suraj is saying to negotiate. Mahavir is saying negotiate. Alright, so the answer yes. How to negotiate, not learning how to negotiating. It should be, again, it is in the ing form, continuous form. They are learning how to negotiate, okay? So here is the error, okay? So the error is in option 3, negotiate, to negotiate. Alright. Now about the question, how to improve my English. Now that is something that has been asked plenty of times. It's not just about you have to improve in your English overall, right? You cannot just concentrate on, if you want to improve your English, what are you concentrating on? Is your concentration on communication or grammar? What do you want to pass an examination? So depending on what is your target or what is something that you want to achieve out of it, the answer varies, okay? So please let me know, Juhi, I think, why do you want to improve your English? For what purpose? Do you want to clear your exams, or do you what? GV, you are awesome, man. Thank you. Alright, moving on to the next question then. Now figure this one out, alright? The next question that we have is a little confusing, I would say, because a lot of if you see this question in different websites, you will have different answers. So we have the right answer for you right here. So let's just see the question. Okay, Vishwanath is asking, what is the fast track method to find errors? I think, Vishwanath, the answer for that would be practice. A lot of practice, plenty of practice. And you have to be very careful, Vishwanath, when you are solving questions on error spotting. Is something that is respect teachers. Okay. I'm preparing for banking exams. Okay, now, before we go to the next question, before we discuss the next question, first time I'm seeing like this type of video only in pure English. I saw a lot of videos before in Hindi, ma'am. Okay, so the first thing, how to solve error spotting question. First thing that you need to understand about error spotting question is you have to be very thorough with your grammar, okay? Because the errors can be of any type of error. Like I have been saying it to my students who take my classes regularly. The errors can be idiomatic related error, grammatical again covers part of speech related error, then there is spelling related error, word usage related error. So first you have to understand that error can be of any type. So for finding out any type of error, you have to be very thorough with your grammar, okay? And you have to practice a lot, of course. So that is the question that I answered about how to solve error spotting question. And how to improve your English, you will have to, again, I keep saying we have plenty of videos, we can help you. Juhi, I think. Juhi, we can help you over here. So you just gotta take these classes, I guess. Okay. Sister, please explain. Okay. I will be explaining that. Yes, let's get to the question. First, let's get to the question, guys. So the question that we have over here is, selling peanuts on the road is the only means of earning in respect of most of the people. Where is the error over here? Can you put the question again? Yes, the question is right here. Please tell me. Okay, so some of you are saying 3 has the error. Okay, selling peanuts on the road is the only means of earning in respect of. Now, in respect of is absolutely fine. There is no error over here. So, why people think in respect of, why are you guys having a doubt with this specific phrase is because we use it, sometimes it is also written as, either we write in respect of or we write with respect to, right? So both, what do these words mean? In respect of or with respect to? Both means as regards to. Alright, this is the meaning of both and they are absolutely fine. This is how they are used. So what is the sentence saying? The sentence is saying that selling peanuts on the road is the only means of earning for some people, okay? For some people, it is the only means of earning. So there is no error. The statement is absolutely fine. This was just to confuse you, to use words which are not very used often, the phrases, okay? So in respect of or with respect to both means the same thing and the meaning is as regard to. So the answer would be 5, that is no error, alright? So the answer is 5. And then no error. Yes. Guys, let's stick to the questions that we are discussing for now, okay? I will be explaining what are adverbial acquisitives later, but let's just stick to what we have at hand, okay? No error. Moving on to the next question. Let's see the next question then. It should be her, not here. Solve this one. Okay guys, I would appreciate if you just stick to calling me miss or ma'am and not giving me not using things like sister and brother. Thank you so much. Love you, sister. Okay, please stop calling me sister. Not sister. All right. Yes, please look at the question. India industry, whoever you are or whatever your name is, please look at the question and tell me what should be the answer for this one. Her talk was judged by many as one of the most important talks given in the seminar? Again, this question also is very confusing. If you go to different websites, they will be giving you different answers for this one. And what is the error with talks? What's wrong with talks, Shubham? We are talking about talks as in orators talk, right? Speeches. We are talking about speeches. So why not important talks? Okay, so most of you are saying there is no error, which is actually right. There is no error. Alright, this statement is absolutely fine. Her talk was, now some of the cases, if you go to different, again, different people have said different answers for this one. Some have said that judge should be adjudged. Adjudged is more formal and judged is not so formal, but it is absolutely fine. It is not grammatically wrong. Okay, so that is one type of error that people have said that there is. Important has become impressive in some cases, which is talks can be important, right? So it can be judged as the most important talks. So that is also not the right answer. That is fine. Again, talks, since it is a talk and we are calling it talks, out of the many talks, so it is again fine. There is no error over there as well. So this statement has no error. It is absolutely fine. Talk is speech. Yes, speech sounds better, but it is not grammatically wrong. Of course, if it is, rather than saying judged, we can also say adjudged. Okay, which sounds better and which is more appropriate or more suitable. But this is not wrong, is what I'm saying. It is not wrong. We talk to change to speech. Why? Don't we use talks? People have been, a lot of people have given many talks on global warming. It is absolutely fine. People have given talks on global warming. My manager is calling me, won't be able to continue. Okay, bye, Ayush. Ma'am, shouldn't it be talk to change to speech? Like I said, there's nothing wrong. Her is used as an adjective. Talking does the work of as a noun. Okay, her is used as an adjective. Her is a pronoun. It's not an adjective. Talking does the work of a noun. That is fine. That part is fine. Yes. Okay. Harsha, what is grammatically incorrect? Is talks grammatically incorrect? Next, please. Okay. Moving on. Just hold on. There is still confusion as to whether it should be talks or it should be speech. So let's just clarify that and then we will be moving on, Anchal. How much should we attempt? Passing in. Next, ma'am. Next one. Alright, let's just move on to the next one. We'll keep discussing the questions till then. Okay, this one. The boy who was guilty with having stolen the cell phone came out with the truth. Is there an error? And where is the error? Harsha is in the other chat box. My students, the regular ones, those who attend our classes regularly. Speech would be better in place of talk for this particular sentence. Guilty of. Yes, the error is over here. We never say the preposition that comes with guilt. Guilty of something. Okay, he is guilty of this crime. Okay, he was found guilty of this crime. So the preposition that we use after guilty is always of. So the error is in one itself. One has the error, not stolen cell phone. All right, I hope this is clear. Now moving on to the next question. Next one. She is the teacher whom I know has helped my son in the examination. Thank you, India industry. Too much of respect. Now, guys, come on. She is the teacher whom I know has helped my son in the examination. Where is the error? Some are saying 2 is the error, and what kind of error is there? Some are saying who has helped my son. Why? 3 is absolutely fine. There's no error in 3. She is the teacher whom I know Yes, I think Vidya is right. It should be, instead of whom I know, it should be who I know. Okay, not whom. Whom is used in the objective case, not in the subjective case. Alright, so the error is she is the teacher who I know has helped my son in the examination. Who I know. Okay, so the error is in second part of the statement. 2 is the error. Next one. You cannot demand all your articles unless you do not give advance notice. This one is a little tricky. Come on, let's see who can solve this. Okay, so most of you are saying 3 has the error. Now what sort of error? What is the error in 3? Okay, who versus whom? When do we use who and when do we use whom? Now, a lot of people will tell you, and this is the truth, that who is used in the subjective form and whom is used in the objective form. If you're still not getting it and you're still confused, then if you can replace who with, you can always replace who with she or he, and you can always replace whom with him and her. Okay, so that will clarify your doubt. Okay. That is the answer. Okay, now moving on to this question. You cannot demand all your articles unless you do not. Now, unless itself is a negative word. You do not use 2 negatives. Okay, so that is grammatically wrong. So unless you give an advance notice, not you do not give an it is not just redundant, Shubham. It is something that is grammatically wrong. Okay, unless, if you are already using unless, you do not use another negative. Okay, so unless is negative, another negative is do not, so you will remove do not from there. All right, so the error is in option 3, unless you give advance notice. Right, moving on to the next question. Now this is all we have from error spotting. The questions were a little tricky, some of them were not so tricky, very simple. So all you got to do is make sure that you keep practicing a lot of error spotting. Now the next one that we have is fill in the blanks for the passage. Okay, so I will be showing you a passage and there will be options given to you what should come in the blank of the passage. Okay, so let's just go to that. Superfluous, I told you, correct, unless negative word. Okay. Oh, okay, Mahavir, good for telling me that, letting me know. Thank you. Unless you give advance notice. Yes, Sony. Oh, Sony is here. Hi, Sony. Yes, I've got it. All right. So let's go to the passage. Quickly go through the passage and then we'll go to the questions based on the blanks. All right. Here we go. Very good, Mahavir. Keep doing the good work. If you're feeling confident, that's good. So you need to keep practicing and see how many error spotting questions can you solve. Subject के साथ who आता है. Yes, Priya, subject के साथ who आता है. Object के साथ whom आता है. Respected India industry, can you please join our coaching if you want to avail all the benefits of these coaching. All right, so let's just get to the question. It is a pity that we do not have, okay, what are you supposed to do here? I'll just read the instructions. In the following passage, there are blanks, each of which has been numbered. These numbered, okay, you see the numbers? Yes, you see the numbers. These numbers are printed below the passage, and against each 5 words are suggested, one of which fits the blank appropriately. Find out the appropriate word in each case. So for first one, you have 5 options given over here. You're supposed to find out which one would be the most suitable one for the given statement. Okay, so it is a pity that we do not have good books on insurance written by Indian authors dash to the steady growth of literature on the subject in other countries, especially the USA, whose insurance law. Okay, so let's just read the first line. It is a pity that we do not have good books on insurance written by Indian authors dash to the steady growth of literature. Okay, so what should be the word? Paving to the steady growth, or corresponding to the steady growth, or emphasize. Following, emphasize is not, it should be in the ing form, right? It should be in the ing form. So emphasize is definitely not the right answer. Okay, so it should something that has to be equivalent, right? We are talking about something that has to be equal to the steady growth of literature, which is corresponding. Okay, corresponding means, what is the meaning of corresponding? Equivalent or analogous to something. Okay, in character, form, shape, anything, function. So the right answer would be option 2, corresponding. Moving on to the next one. Option 2 now. To Indian authors corresponding to the steady growth of literature on the subject in other countries, especially the US, whose insurance law and dash are very much similar to those of our country. Okay, whose insurance laws and dash are very similar. So 2 things that are very similar to our country. What are the 2 things that are very similar to our country of the US? So insurance laws, and it cannot be products. We are talking about insurance laws. Okay, so something to deal with insurance, its policies and its law. So it cannot be currency, it cannot be note, it can be either process or procedures. So since we are dealing with insurance laws and procedures, okay, so the second one would be whose insurance laws and procedures are very similar to those of our country. All right, procedures. Moving on to the next blank. And students studying in our colleges and the millions of insurance employees appearing for various insurance examinations have to depend dash on books written by foreign authors. Okay, have to, variations insurance examination have to depend dash on books written by, okay, have to depend dash on books, okay, written by foreign authors. So they still have to depend on books written by foreign author, okay, even if they are we have millions of insurance employees and college students, still they have to depend on foreign authors, okay. So the answer should be still on books written by foreign authors, not at, not slightly, not upon, not until. All right, 3 is the right answer. Moving on to the fourth blank. As these books mainly deal with problems of insurance industry of foreign countries, the dash of the insurance scene in India and variously, okay. As these books mainly deal with problem of insurance industry of foreign countries, the dash of the insurance scene. Okay, so since it is already it is mentioned that it is dealing with problems of insurance industry of foreign countries, so everything has to be, so the understanding of the scene in India and various legal, okay, since it is foreign, so the understanding of the insurance scene in India and the various legal dash and insurance procedures remain very weak, okay. Since why? Because the whole scenario and the whole situation that we are dealing with, since we do not have Indian authors, so the whole scenario that we are dealing with are with the related to foreign scenes, okay, foreign scenarios given, foreign examples given, which we cannot relate to, okay. So the understanding and the problems are foreign. All right, now that would be the right answer. Moving on to the next question then. So we have just solved which question? Question number 4, okay. Foreign countries, the understanding of the insurance scene in India and the various legal dash and insurance procedures. So we are talking about insurance procedures and legal what? We are talking about either this aspect or legal aspects. Either we are talking about insurance aspects or we are talking about legal aspects, okay. So the answer would be various legal aspects, not experts, not books, not loop, not law, okay. Aspects, yes. Okay. I'm just giving you some time to digest the news. All right, moving on to the next one. We have just solved the 5th question. Let's move on to the 6th one. Remains very weak. To dash the insurance employees and the college students who have opted for to we are talking about the insurance employees and college students who have opted for. So we are talking about students and insurance employees who have opted for. To what them? To promote them, to load them, to arm them. It cannot be arm them, okay. We are talking about developing a certain skill, okay. So we are talking, we cannot decorate them, okay. Now, yes, we can arm them, we cannot decorate them, we cannot promote them, we cannot load them. Okay, so it should be either equip or arm. Which one would be the right answer? No, we are talking about developing a certain skill to, okay. So basically when we are talking about college students and insurance employee, when we give them the books written by Indian authors, so what do we do to them? We arm them with something, okay. So we are giving them extra benefit, okay. This is yes, how arm? Because it is adding a quality, a benefit, okay. So whenever we talk about a benefit or an additional perk that we are talking about over here, it should be arm and not decorate and promote. All right. Great way of teaching, but please bring these sessions always. All right. Okay, yes. Rajat, I got your answer. Arm. Yes. Now, why will it not be equipped? Can anyone tell me? Why will it not be equipped? Can you look at the question and tell me why will it not be equipped? Okay. So what is the meaning of equip? Let's just go to that, okay? It means supply with the necessary items for a particular purpose. All right, and what is the meaning of arm? What is the meaning of arm? Yes, equip and arm are synonyms, but they are synonyms. They are not the same in meaning. It means to make someone able to. To make able. All right. So that's why it will be, we are not talking about supplying with something, we are talking about making someone, increasing someone's benefits, okay, increasing their power over something, okay. Arm is not to cover, no. Yes, we are talking, even book is physical. Equip and arms are synonymous. Yes, Vidya, they're synonyms, but they are not same. Alright, so the answer will be 2 arm and not 1 equip, okay? So moving on to the next question. Who have opted for dash courses in insurance with different aspects of theory and practice of insurance? Okay, so 7th one. Who have opted for dash courses? What courses have they opted for? Optional courses, tough courses, specialized courses, expensive courses, which one? So we are talking about a specialization, okay? We are not talking about how tough it is. We are not talking about how expensive or whether it is an optional or whether it is deep. We are only talking about, we are referring to people who have done their specialization in these courses. All right. So the answer would be specialized. Who have opted for specialized course in insurance with different aspects of theory and practice of insurance. We should have, moving on to the next one, we should have good and dash textbooks. Good and what? We are talking about quality, adding something that is referring to, it should be good and it should be something that is authentic. What is the meaning of authentic? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of authentic? Authentic just means something that is genuine, right? Genuine or something that is real and is not a copy. That is the meaning of authentic, okay? So we are looking for not shining, not prompt, not many, not voluminous, okay? We are looking for something that is authentic. Textbook. So voluminous, something that has a lot of volume, is the meaning of voluminous, something that is very thick. So we are not talking about we need a good fat thick book. We are talking about something that is a genuine book, okay, something that we can relate to on insurance. All right, moving on to the, yes, genuine is the right answer. All right, moving on to the next blank, that is the 9th blank. The book under review, written by V.M.R. Nair himself as an experienced and dash expert on insurance law based on leading Indian cases, will be found very useful by students of insurance sector. Okay. So, book under review, written by V.M.R. Nair himself, an experienced and dash expert on insurance. An experienced and what do we talk about? Someone whose experience is also very qualified. All right, we are not talking about how tired he is, merchant he is, or rich he is. What profession? He cannot be a merchant. He cannot be consulting. It has to be qualified, okay? Because hota hai. Okay. Yes, it has to be qualified. So 2 is the right answer. This was very obvious. So let's move on to the last blank that we have. Experienced and qualified expert on insurance law based on leading Indian cases will be found very useful by students of insurance sector as a dash guide to the principles of insurance. As a dash guide. As a what guide? As a powerful guide, as a learned guide, as a ready guide. It cannot be ready. Okay. Comprehensive guide. Yes, we are talking about something that is a pile up of all the, it is a compilation of everything. Okay, so it will be something that would be very useful for the students of insurance sector as a, we always say, comprehensive guide to the principles of insurance. So 2 is the right answer. Why powerful? Okay, we are not talking about giving powerful guide, comprehensive guide. It is talking about a compilation, since it is from an experienced person, someone who's very experienced and someone who has a lot of knowledge. So it will be a comprehensive guide of all of it. Okay, so experiences as well as his, this way much easier, not powerful. Yes. Okay. Now, since we are done with that, now what do we have to do is, the last thing that we are going to do is, we have come to the session's last topic that we are going to deal with, that is reading comprehension. Okay, so I will be giving you a passage. I will not be reading along with you because it is too much of time taking. And it is not a very easy passage, okay? So what you have to do is you have to skim through it. I will just underline the words that you might not know, okay? I will tell you the meaning of the words that you might not know, and then you go through the passage. Okay. Ayush, who are you talking about? Rajat, stop whining like a baby. The passage is, okay, whining means he's complaining. Okay, so whining is complaining. That is wrong usage of the word whining, Ayush. ORC, yes, the last question that we have, and the passage is not easy, so please go through it, and I will just underline the words that you might not know, and I'll help you out over there. All right, so let's go to the passage. Okay. So here's the passage, skim through it, all right? I'm sure you know the meaning of rigid, but just to be sure. Descent. Haphazard. Once you're done till here, please let me know. I'll move on to the next section. Bye, ma'am, I'm busy. Okay, Roy. Aditya Roy, you can leave. Rigid is something that, okay, something that is fixed. Detestation means intense dislike. Right? Aquas means accept something, reluctantly, but without protest. Alright, that is the meaning of basically disagreement. What is the meaning of dissent? Okay, haphazard means lacking any obvious pattern or obvious principles. Principle of organization. So basically you can say random. So something that is random is haphazard. It is just congruity is a quality of agreement and appropriateness. Quality of agreement, appropriateness. Propagandist is a person who, okay, advocate. So basically you can say advocate. Or you can also say supporter is a propagandist, supporter of something. And the word dissent means disagreement. Alright, so this is the first part. Dispute, disagreement. Yes, disagree. This is the first part. Let's move on to the second part of the passage. Here's the second part. Alright guys, are you done? Since there's no place to write, I will just be telling you the meaning of these words, okay? Speculate, that's possible and impractical. Alright. So the first word, flux. What is the meaning of the word flux? Flux means the action or process of flowing. Okay, so something that is flowing in or flowing out is flux. What is the meaning of abyss? This has been used a lot. It is nothing but a gorge. Okay, gorge or a deep or seemingly bottomless chasm. Okay, so something that is in Hindi we call it khai. Okay, so that is an abyss. Okay. What is endurance? Endurance is just the toleration, okay, of something. What is the meaning of rugged? Rugged is having broken or rocky surface, uneven, okay, so something that is very uneven, broken surface, has a very broken surface. Preponderance. Preponderance is the quality of being greater in number, okay, so something that is, you can also call it predominance, or something that is just greater in quality or in importance is preponderance. Okay, persistent means determined. Okay, so someone who is very determined at doing something is persistent. Okay, that is the meaning of persistent. Tardy. Tardy means delaying or delayed. Okay, so postponed, delayed is tardy. Supremacy is a noun which means the state or condition of being superior. Okay, and finally speculate. Speculate means engaged in expressing or based on conjuncture, okay, rather than knowledge. So something that you have just based on not facts but something that you have just assumed is speculate. Okay, supremacy I have already discussed, and that is about it. Okay, acclaim. Acclaim is praise enthusiastically. Okay, someone praise someone enthusiastically. So we are done with the passage now. I hope all of you read the entire passage. So yes, a little difficult passage, but talks a lot of philosophy, and not just philosophy, it talks about the real-time problem of that India, that our society is facing. Okay, so something that can be done and cannot be done. Let's move on to the questions then, shall we? Alright, the first question that we have here, the overnight change in social setting are not desirable. Why is it not desirable? Overnight social setting, why is it not desirable? Because it retard the progress? Yes, it does. Make a society too narrow to survive? No. Give vitality to social life? No. Lead to social disintegration? No. Or none of the above. Definitely it is referring to the last paragraph that we just discussed. If we look at the last sentence of the last paragraph, this, even if it were possible, it were a possible process, would do much to make the life impractical and to hurry on social dissolution. Okay, so the answer will be option 1, retard the progress. Yes, tardy is to procrastinate. Mahavir, you're right. Answer is 1. The hard task, according to the author, is to dash. Is to what? Okay, what is the hard task according to the author? Is it change the society? Yes, he talks about how hard it is to change the society. And he also talks about how hard it is. No, he does not talk about how hard it is to earn a living. He talks about changes basically. So change according to the times. Yes, again, these two both are mentioned in the passage that he talks about. It is hard to change the society and change them with time. So A and C are the right answer. 1 would be the right answer. Yes. Moving on to the next question. The problem which are discussed in the passage reflects, what do they reflect? Do they, because the author has been, he has said that these are the things that are possible and these are the things that are not possible. And what kind of writing is it covered under? A realistic writing, where he covers something that is obvious, that it cannot be changed, and these will be the problems that will come forth if you try changing these things. So that is a realistic approach, right? So the answer would be realistic attitude of the author. All right. It is not pessimistic. Pessimistic is something which is negative minded and not optimistic, not someone who's positive. He talks about the problem and what kind of, he talks about the problems and what are the possible solutions of it. So he's not pessimistic. Next question. Which of the following best describes the phrase apply his belief in the practical conduct of life as used in the passage? Okay, so which of the following best describes the phrase apply his beliefs in the practical, apply his beliefs in the practical conduct of life as used in the passage? Okay, so which of these phrases talks about this? You have to give the answer. Which one? Why not 4? Mahavir, what are you referring to? Why not 4? For the previous question. Making good use of genuine love of truth. Seriously? Okay, he's not just talking about what the truth is. He just does not show the light on these are the things that are the things that's happening around. He also talks about what are the solutions for these problems. Okay, so that's why not 4. Okay, he's not just a lover of truth. He's realist. He talks about the real concern and how not hypothetically thinking about the problem. Okay. Yes. So which of the following does he talk about? Which of the following best describes the phrase apply his belief in practical conduct of life? Which of this? To denounce what he believes? No. To practice what is preached? No. To preach what is practiced? Definitely not. To indoctrinate what he believes in? No, he does not talk about any of this. So none of the above, all right, would be the answer. Moving on to the next question. What is the next question? According to the author, a generation which is heterogeneous should be perceived as. Okay, so what does he talk about? A society, a generation which is heterogeneous, they should be perceived as sum total to the part of the subsystem. Should they be perceived as the sum total of the part of the subsystem? No. A whole which is not a total of the oh no. Fragment group of people? No. Individual interlinkage connected through no. Synergy? Definitely not. Okay, something, what is doctrinaire? Doctrinaire is someone who's very rigid and is just someone who wants to apply a specific belief to all the aspects without considering the practical usage of it. Okay, Harsha, if I made myself clear, it is something that someone who's very dogmatic and someone who's very rigid. Okay, so that is a person who's a doctrinaire. Hi, madam. Hi, Chandra. Okay. All right. So none of the above would be the right answer according to the author. When he talks about heterogeneous, it should be perceived as none of this. This is not what he spoke about. All right. Next question. According to the passage, which of the following is true? Now you have to find out which of the following is true according to the passage. Impatience of intellectuals with practical problem is the source of progress. No. Day-to-day concerns dominates the life of most people. No. Intellectuals are the leaders of social transformation. No. Social changes will be slow in the absence of effective leaders. Yes, this is what he talks about. So fourth is the right answer. Alright. According to the passage, from which of the following do the customs and tradition originate? According to the passage, what do you think these the customs and tradition originate from? Ignorance of events happening around? No. Leadership prevailing in the contemporary society? Yes. Social unity of societal setup? No. Conflict? All right. So that would be the question part. Mahavir, what is wrong with you? Alright, only Mahavir is there over. I do not see anyone else apart from Mahavir. Okay guys, rest of you please keep answering. Fourth is the right answer, yes. Alright, so moving on to the next part where you have been given the option of where you have been given a word and it is in bold in the passage and you have to give the answer for that. Yeah, nobody is interested in the passage because they did not read it. Okay, what is the meaning of runs down? Something squandering away. What is the meaning of squandering away, by the way? Squandering away is just to waste something. Okay, waste away. So that is not the meaning of run down. Sorry. Amount to, incurring, taking chance to meet? No. So run down, actually what does it mean? Anyone can tell me what is the meaning of run down? So the meaning of the word run down is reduce in size. Okay, so you also have to consider that the passage has the word over here. It is from the passage. Alright, so none of these would be the right answer. I'm interested, Shubham, to kill someone. Rohit, kill someone? That is not the meaning of run down. No. To kill. To reduce, yes, to reduce. Something less, incurring. Okay, so that is the meaning of rundown. Rundown means something that stops functioning or something that reduces in size or ceases to work or something like that, alright? Now, it would be very nice if you guys can give me a statement with rundown, using rundown, okay? Runs down or rundown. Incurring something less. Let's move on to the next word then, till then. Stand over. What is the meaning of stand over? Now stand over has two meaning. Okay, so, according to the passage, the meaning that we are going with is to postpone something. That is the meaning number 2, postpone. Delay, procrastinate, all these words are the meaning of stand down. Okay, so, the first one is stand close to someone. Someone so as to watch. Alright, so we are going with meaning number 2. Postponed is the right answer. Not support, not enduring, not vindicate. No. Next one, knocked up. Knocked up means to prepare or to make something quickly, okay, without much effort. That is the meaning of knocked up. So get exhausted, die in an accident, wandered about, sold at an auction. Which one is the right answer? What did I say the meaning is? Prepare something or make something quickly. Alright. Anjali, so the first thing that you're supposed to do if you're very bad at English is to start writing in proper English. The price of crude oil runs down $65 per barrel. Very nice, Shubham. And the meaning of knocked up is prepare something very quickly. So none of these would be the right answer for this one. For the fifth one. Let me just show it to you once again. So not sold at an auction, not get exhausted, not die in an accident, not wandered about. So the right answer is option 5. None of these. Alright, so this was the last question that we were supposed to discuss today. I hope all of you enjoyed the session because I definitely did. So many good answers, and thank you for the comments and thank you for attending the session. I would take a leave now. For the rest of you, we will be back at 6 o'clock. You have another session where we will be discussing for the premium members. We have another session discussing the questions of IBPS clerical grade. So clerk. Yes, so we will be back at 6 o'clock then. For the rest of you, this is goodbye. All right. So if you did like the session, please make sure that you come back. All right. Very helpful session. Some of you were not there from the section that we started discussing reading comprehension. There's actually not much to discuss in reading comprehension. So yes, thank you, Vidya. Thank you for saying that it was a nice session. Oh God, I have spoken a lot. All right, guys. So I will see you soon. Have a good day then. Have a happy weekend and a good day. All right. See you guys. Bye bye.